playoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Looking downfield, it's Harbor. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so second and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on it.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won.
The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
And here's the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And looking for a big play here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
That ball snagged for a completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense they wanted a little bit more of that pitching catch.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Gators looking to keep this drive rolling. We'll try to run it with the option. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. They'll try the option play here.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Harbor. Throws to the tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Boy, the RPO gives you more options on your plate. It can confuse the defense a bit as well. Here, they trust the quarterback to be able to make the right decision and get the football into the hands of the playmaker.
First down. Looking to throw the football. He's looking deep here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to pass, it's Harbor. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Running play called on third and short. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. Lining up to try the extra point.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. Florida offense retakes the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after the incompletion. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 48.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The offense now operating in empty. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Man, I love to see linebackers in today's game. They're physical enough to be able to be in the box and defend the run because that's their main primary job. But here you can see the athletic ability to be in man coverage and be able to make a play and knock the ball away.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding some room with the 25. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
He finds his man. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Receiver makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Orangeman.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught over the middle. It's Castellanos. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Catch made on the right side.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And the quarterback dropping back. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
With the return, it's Rhodes. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Grab down the middle. It's Cano. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Handoff from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Harbor. The pocket breaking down. But he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Syracuse. This air attack is still unstoppable. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he steps out of bounds, but that's an excellent return to set up the offense in good position. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30. The Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Will he score here? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And now the try here for the extra point. They make the extra point, but trail 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play to put him in scoring position before the half. Looking for his back. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Dropping back, it's Harbor. He'll take a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Orangemen.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff to see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket now. In the clear at the 25. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Gain moves the ball to the 38, another first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, throws it to the right, and he's got it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Syracuse will kick it off to get the second half underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return man steps out at the 28. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. Oh, and he fumbles. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Gators have 1st and 10 here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
And the Gators are in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Harbor. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Important third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver, and then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking right, this one caught. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Syracuse. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you got to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Connors. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a crow route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Looking to throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 10. Touchdown, Gators. This offense cannot be stopped. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter where the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse offense has back out onto the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. To the air, it's Harbor. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And it's complete downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well we defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. A quick throw out left, complete. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, first down would have been nice here, Chris. Now it brings up a fourth down in an interesting decision. Do you go the conventional route, kick the field goal, go up by a couple possessions, or do you get aggressive and go for it?
That is no good. And after the miss, it's still an 8-point lead.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Tries to get it to the running back. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. It's caught downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking here. First down, looking to throw the football. Contact as he threw it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Castellanos. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Pressure is coming. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the mark. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
And this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
2nd and 10 here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Dropping back, it's Harbor. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short with the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to extend the play. He's going to pull it down and run. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good, positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Now it's second down here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Oh, he just misses receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Snags the quick throw. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. 4th down conversion gives them a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. They get to the line quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. That would have sealed the victory. Does bring up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown for him.
Chris, how fitting that this offense finds a way to score a touchdown late in the game. They've been doing it all year long, and a big reason that they're here in the postseason. Now, you always practice the 2-point plays, right? Now you better pick your best one and deliver to tie this game up.
So this is it. You work on these 2-point conversion plays. Now it's time to execute to try to tie this game up late. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he runs it into the end zone. The 2-point try makes this a tie game here in the final quarter. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Looks left and finds his target there. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice game.
One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Scanning the field, it's Harbor. Short connection to the tight end here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown, Orangemen. They go in front in the final minute of play. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm and really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Fields it just outside the goal line. When he's got some space here. Heads out of bounds at the 35 after a nice return. The Gators offense retakes the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Using his legs here. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
He's going to take another shot right here. Intercepted in the end zone. And he goes down, and that's how we will end it. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment.